What's up guys, and welcome to this tutorial. We are going over question 12 of the IEB 2018 final exam. So question 12 really has to do with integration. So a perfume bottle is in the shape of a truncated sphere with a flat bottom as shown in the picture. Okay, so we have a flat bottom here and we've got a truncated sphere as stated in the question. One half of the bottle can be modeled using the function f illustrated below with units in centimeters. Imagine that the bottle has been turned on its side and the base of the bottle is on the y-axis. Okay, so basically what's happened here is we have cut the bottle straight through the middle. Let's see what color. Okay, let's go with purple. So we've cut the bottle straight through the middle here, and then we've got half of this bottle. So what I've drawn in purple, let's do it in red. So what I've done in red here is you've cut the bottle down, then you've taken half of its side, and what you've done is you've placed it on this axis. Okay, and it looks like that. And then it says that the function is equal to the square root of minus x squared plus 6x plus 4, where x is greater than 0. Okay, so the question says, to what height should the bottle be filled if it is to contain 175 milliliters of perfume? Okay, and it says, remember that 1 milliliter is equal to 1 centimeter cubed. Okay, so basically we don't need to move between units. Okay, so what are we going to do here? So first of all, we need to go to our formula sheet and we look up the equation for volume. So our formula sheet says that the volume is equal to pi times the integral from a to b of f of x, okay, squared dx. Okay, so remember that over here in this question that we only have half the volume. Okay, so we're only dealing with half the volume. We're only dealing with half of the side. So therefore, the volume we're actually dealing with here is going to be half of 175. That is the volume we want encapsulated from 0 to some point, some height h. Okay, so that's what we're going to say. So the volume, which is 175, now divided by 2 to take into account that we only have half the bottle, is equal to pi, and then we're going to integrate from 0 to some height h. Okay, it's going to get to some height h, and that is when from the bottom up, that is when we have the desired volume. And f of x squared, I'm going to square it. Okay, so it's this term squared. So basically I can just move the square root bracket, so that's going to be minus x squared plus 6x plus 4. Okay, and then we're going to integrate this in terms of dx. So this is equal to 175 over 2 pi, okay, is equal to the integral of minus x squared is minus x cubed over 3 plus that's going to be 6x squared over 2, so I'm going to write that as plus 3x squared plus 4x. Okay, and we're going to go from 0 to h. Okay, when I sub in 0 into that equation, every term goes away. So what we're left with is minus h cubed over 3 plus 3h squared plus 4h. Okay, now what I'm going to do is multiply the 3 up, so that's 175 times 3, which is 525 over 2 pi is equal to minus h cubed plus 9h squared plus 12h. So taking the h's to the right hand side of the equation, we have h cubed minus 9h squared minus 12h plus 525 over 2 pi is equal to 0. Okay, now I'm going to sub this straight into my calculator to get my values of h. Okay, so to do that, we click on mode. If you're using these Casio calculators, it's mode, then 5, and we're going to look for equation 4, and then we're going to put in 1 minus 9 minus 12, and 525, and that is pi over 525 divided by 2 pi, and if we plug that in, we get h is equal to 9,326, or h is equal to 2,835, or h is equal to minus 3,16. Okay, so obviously h is equal to 9 is beyond this value of 6, so it's outside our container, so this is not a solution. And then h is equal to minus 3 is also not a solution because that's way out here, so that cannot be our answer either. Okay, so our h is equal to 2,835 centimeters. So that's how much we have to fill it. So basically we have to fill it not even halfway, just right about there to get the volume. Okay, so that is my solution. If you guys are following in the worked memos, what I think they've forgotten to do is divide the volume by 2. Okay, so they've forgotten to divide the volume by 2. They've forgotten that they're only looking at half the volume. So if you're following in the memo, the answer is going to be double of this, which is 2.835 times 2, which is 5 approximately. Let's say the answer from the IEB is approximately equal to 5,28 centimeters. But like I said, I think there's an error. They went through the same steps that I've taken you through, except they haven't divided by 2. I think they have forgotten that part. So yeah, that is our final answer, what I believe to be the correct answer. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. This is the last question from this exam, so we're done with the 28 exam.